So listen, I'm all for player safety and making sure players are as safe as possible. Trust me, after losing my quarterback last season and all the guys that we lost, I want to see players on the field. I never want to see a player injured. But we're getting to a point now where I feel like I don't know what you expect the defense to do. And I think J.J. Watt explained it perfectly fine, saying how, how else are you supposed to stop somebody who's running full force toward the end zone, and you have to stop them in their stride to get them to the ground? And there isn't many options, right? And that's why a lot of these defensive players, they use the hip drop tackling, whether it was Logan Wilson or whoever else. This is something that has been taught over the years at different collegiate levels of football. And it is what it is, right? There isn't really any other way to do it. And I know it's dangerous, and I get that, but football is a gladiator sport. It's dangerous in nature. And you're not going to be able to stop that. And I know they're trying to stop that with the kickoff rule. They're trying to stop that with this rule. It's just not going to happen. So, they banned it. They banned the hip drop tackle, and they even obviously looked at the whole Logan Wilson situation and how he tackled Mark Andrews in Week 11, which was, of course, it hurt Mark Andrews for the year, right? And it took him out for the year. And it's a tragic event, and it's awful, and I feel bad for Mark Andrews. And, at the end of the day, it is a part of football. Mark Andrews came out, and he was a good sport about it. He said, hey, listen, he didn't do anything dirty. He just tackled me, and that's just football. And that is the correct way to look at it, because there's nothing you can do to prevent these injuries. Overall wise, I mean, yeah, you could slow them down, but even then, now you're ruining the game. Because from now on, if the player uses this drop form tackle, it's a 15-yard penalty, an automatic first down when flagged. So, it will now be, in sense, roughing the passer. That's what this is going to be. It's going to be up to the interpretation of the referee. It's going to be a very loose definition. It's a very loose definition of what it is. Because is it like if he fully does the tackle? Is it if he, is in the way, kind of look like he's doing the tackle? What if he didn't do the tackle, but the referee thinks he did the tackle? It's a very loose definition. And this puts the game more in the hands of the referees at this point. Because now the referees can call a late fourth quarter hip drop tackle when arguably it might not be. And I'm sure that this is going to change at least one major game next year where the hip drop tackle, a guy does it, or maybe he doesn't do it, but it looks like he was going to do it and he stops because he realizes it's banned, and the referee thinks he does and he throws the flag. I understand the player safety angle. I fully understand that. But when you have defensive players who themselves are coming out and saying, I don't know how you expect us to tackle somebody who's running full speed, head of speed toward the end zone, and we're behind them. How else are we going to tackle them than grabbing them by their hips and dropping our weight and tackling them? Because there's no other way to tackle them. You can't go horse collar. You can't go up top. You can't go down below at the legs. You can't hit them in the legs. There's no other way to tackle them. Just let him get his touchdown at that point. Just let him score a touchdown every single time. And again, I don't think it's a dirty play or a dirty tackle. I don't believe that. I think it is a tackle that sadly is a dangerous tackle. It's a tackle that can lead to problems. And it's not dirty in nature how it's used or that it exists. It's just an unfortunate situation that it's, part of football. And now with the 15-yard penalty, I mean, you're going to see this all year next year, I feel like. Because, again, they're still teaching this at every single level of football. This is stuff that all of these players have learned since they win, just in, Pee Wee football all the way up to now NFL football. You're not going to change anything by banning this. All you're going to do is cause more penalties in a game, change the outcomes of certain games. And again, this gives a lot more, ammunition to the referees to decide the outcome of a game. It is what it is at the end of the day. As football fans, we're used to things getting changed. We're used to rules being changed and certain things you can and can't do. it is what it is at the end of the day. But it's just, I think this is going to ruin the game of football even more. Because, again, you're now putting you're putting the game more into the hands of the referees. And yes, again, like I said, listen, I don't want to come off this video and sound like I don't care about player safety. I don't care about players. You know, I want players to get hurt. I don't. I want every single player to be as healthy as possible. But at the end of the day, I mean, this is football, man. This is gladiator sport. As long as someone isn't targeting someone head on purpose, head hunting, twisting someone's ankle after the play, tackling is tackling, man. It is. And that's just what you sign up for when you sign up to football. No one's doing it maliciously. If they were doing it maliciously, I would say 1,000%, we got to ban it. You know, you can't maliciously hurt somebody. But it's kind of like, in a way, like tush push. Tush push is, you know, a way to get first downs or touchdowns, whatever. And yeah, it's annoying, but... And obviously, there could be some danger in that, too. But it's a part of football. It is what it is. So... As it says right here, by competition committee amends Rule 12, Section 2 to eliminate a potentially dangerous tackling technique. This is the official rule change, according to Brian McCarthy. It's clear that player safety is priority, but removing a tackle from altogether is a recipe for massive game-changing penalties. Logan Wilson's tackle on Mark Andrews Week 11 was a major turning point in this decision. Anyone who watches football knows that Wilson is not a dirty player, thank you, and would not intentionally hurt another player, exactly. And then there's a 15-yard penalty moving forward. Tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one.